Bank. Now, bank is a completely different institution because it's sitting on public deposits. Here you have the biggest bank in India, nationalized bank, that effectively seems to be functioning as a tool of the BJP government. First declining to give the data, citing all kinds of nonsense about how long it will take. Then publishing the data with big gaps. The 2,500 crores before 2019, which is the biggest chunk, of which 95% went to the BJP, that is not published. The data that is published doesn't have any serial numbers for cross-referencing. It is appalling to me because, to me, I'm still so aggravated. How can a bank, how can a nationalized bank file such a submission to the Supreme Court that says it cannot get done? Like anybody who knows anything rudimentary about banking, right? Let's assume, I'm going to give you a hypothetical. Let's assume 100% of the documents came in paper. Let's assume that they were submitted at different branches. Let's assume that they were processed in different branches, etc. There is something called settling and clearing, meaning at some point the money has to actually move from account A to account B, or from cash to account A, or from account B to cash or something. Settling and clearing is 100% mandated and regulated by the RBI. So no matter how the document or the transaction came to you, when it finally finished its process, that the money had to go from A to U, from U to B, both those must have been electronically recorded somewhere. Otherwise, this banking system is failing. Otherwise, you have a parallel banking system where tens of thousands of crores can be processed without any electronic record. So if these transactions have to be recorded, otherwise you're not in compliance with basic banking. You're not fit to be a bank. It means you're running basically a black money scheme inside a bank. Therefore, if that cannot be true, all these must have had electronic records, at least post on the settlement of the transaction. For the bank to come and say that I cannot give you these records 3 months, 6 months, is beyond the pale to me. It is beyond the limits of professionalism or decency. If I had my kind of true, input into this, we should go to ask the court to hold SBI in contempt for filing a false document in the court, right? That's how bad a document that is. So, I still think there's more data to come. When it comes, I think you're still going to get more clarity because once the serial numbers come, there's going to be more matching. But the whole episode reeks of, like, the death of democracy is going to be foretold by these kinds of actions, right? And therefore, this to me is a reprieve, and the evidence shows that.